So in the most recent 5.0 posting, Saber D Soldad had an interesting list. We have combined red-white Lockout with red Prison to some degree, smashed them together, and did what I was looking at when the first companion showed up and plays a Zirda, the Dawnwaker, as well. Here we are, a Sun and Moon list, and I will label it as more Sun and Moon. Let's see what this list is breaking down, and let's see what we think will win us games. Nydia, hey, thank you for the resub in 2 months. Welcome back. Welcome back with that sub. Thank you. You're looking forward to many more months of Tron? I'm watching you. So, red-white Lockout would be Mana Tithes, Ousts, Pillages, Stone Rains, Boom Busts. Red Prison would be Karn, Chandra, Sweltering Suns, Maze Mine Tomes. We lack a distinct Chalice, Blood Moon, or Bridge. Karn Toolbox gives us Bridge. Karn Toolbox gives us a Glass Casket, which is kind of a cool card, being that it is the essentially white Journey to Nowhere style of card, but it's an artifact. We have Tormods, we have Pithings, we have a Golos here, which is interesting. This helps us find cards. Why? I don't know. Maybe we go find the Blast Zone. So the deal here is you're basically trying to completely ruin your opponent's plan, wrath the board or whatever, get a Zirda perhaps down, or a win through Chandra or Karn, the Great Creator. First impression, I'm worried that this may not have enough win conditions. I want to put more Chandras in. I want to take out one Mana Tithe, put a Chandra in. I want to do something of that order. I'm a little surprised maybe not to see a Trinisphere because of so much land destruction and going to get that off Karn. All that being said, I'm going to run it as the 5.0 list. We're going to see what we think about it. The person has posted on Reddit. Go check out the recent postings. I think it's 10/16. And see what they think, and let's see what we think. We're not going to change the list. This says something's missing. Nope, this is good. There we go. Let's play. I like to run a list very close to exactly how it was posted when I get the chance to play a new list, because it gives me an opportunity to at least play it once through and start to get a feel of the list. So that's what we're going to do together here. Definitely something that I would encourage others to do unless you feel like you've got a very strong understanding of the list, and then you can make your tweaks afterwards. Can we have a token Rabble Master? So Rabble Master would not work with Zirda. Zirda's in here as I guess an alternate win condition. Keep that in mind. Remember, we're also going to potentially be doing Cleansing Wildfires on ourselves with Flagstones or Cascading Cataracts to ramp ourselves to Chandras. So instead of playing Desperate Ritual, Pyretic, and Simian Spirit Guide, this list is trying to just quickly do that. We'll see how it plays. Maybe this is a list where you go boom bust, you hit the bust side of it, you blow the world up, and you win from there. Interesting Elspeth Ajani in the yard as well, or in the sideboard. Sideboard's got some interesting win conditions. I'm very interested to see where these play out. Okay. Maybe Evan will go live at the end of this. Opponent is Strawberry Milkshake. We're going to name Zirda as our companion. That'll spin some heads. We're going to keep this. Lead with a basic mountain. I like these needle verges as well. Those are really cool to see. Has to be better than the Pioneer hardened scales. Alright, I don't know if I want to make this white mana. We'll just have to see. Probably going to do Maze Mine Cascading here. Use this as a scry to help us out. Spinning heads, exactly. Alright, go ahead, opponent. Planning to probably pillage next. Then Karn, the greatest creator. Steam Vents, tapped. Fetch land, Steam Vents. Alright. Island. Appears we have no follow-up so far. We'll take a scry. I'm going to bottom this. On my upkeep, I want to check again. What else? What else? Mana Tithe is tempting, but I'm going to bottom this as well because of a little bit of our mana situation here. I'm going to play into red here, and I'm going to just attempt to pillage something. Go ahead, opponent. See if they have a remand or some sort of counter spell here. We got to get through these counter spells if they have them. They have an Omen of the Sea. Okay, do they have a Force? Or Scrying? Smells like a Force. No Force. Okay. We just take down the Steam Vents. It's actually really nice to see that there was no Force there, because that probably means Karn's in the clear. Mystic Sanctuary in sideways. Alright. Maybe get a Karn down here. And do some scrying. Bottom. Karn? The greatest creator? You think I should go for more card advantage from the tome? I could, I suppose. Go grab a liquid metal coating. I don't know. I don't particularly like to draw with the Maze Mine tome. But we could start changing to doing that. I like being able to fix and figure out what's going on. Here we're probably going to go ahead and plan to draw because I'm going to try to play liquid metal coating down. And then I can have the Arid Mesa here for the Mana Tithe. Let's go ahead and fetch before we do anything here. Uh-oh. Watch them have a bolt here. They do have a bolt. Not that the Mana Tithe could stop this. The Wrath of God. Alright, let's play Zirda into a hand here. Huh. This will be interesting. Zirda into hand. It's a 3/3. Nothing special really about Zirda. Opponent had a bolt. I like the idea of trying to play Zirda down here and having a Mana Tithe. Zirda can get easily bolted here. Do have quite a bit of damage, though. I like countering potentially a Cryptic Command here. There's a Boom Bust. Let's play Zirda down. We're holding up the Boom Bust. We're holding up the Mana Tithe. Holding up no bolts. We're not holding this up because of the double red here, but I'm holding up Mana Tithe. Just try to play a liquid metal coating as well, just to have it down. It's really not doing a whole lot here in my hand. They bolts. I don't have answers for bolts. Liquid metal coating. Does this stick? It does. All right. What do we think they are? Through the breach list? Archmage Charm. Feels like we might get just breached here. No, we don't. Let's pass the turn. Maybe I can fire off a few lightning bolts. Yeah, it feels like Blue Moon. Blue Moon has breach at times. We'll see if they want to try to breach me here. Steam Vents, tapped. Archmage Charm. Playing around a Mana Tithe here. Scalding Tarn. Play a land tapped past turn. Not sure where I'm going to be getting here with all the counter magic my opponent probably has. Snapcaster. Man, they've literally been playing around a Mana Tithe the whole time. We haven't shown them a Mana Tithe. Each and every time. I'm not going to Mana Tithe an Opt here. So my opponent has 8 cards. That's a lot for us to deal with. Another land. Blood Moon's fine. Blood Moon's fine. These are no longer indestructible. But Blood Moon's not really doing anything. We can get that with a pillage as well. I could Mana Tithe here, but I imagine they have Cryptic plus a Force of Negation. I almost need them to somewhat tap out, and then I could try to, like, Boom Bust. Bolts me. Bolts me so they don't have to discard. It's always a great position to be in. Land destruction now? I don't think so. I think we're just going to chill with our opponent until we get to a point where someone takes a bigger action. We'll probably try to save up some cards here to make our turn more interesting. Like I said, they've played literally around Mana Tithe almost the whole game. It's pretty good for a game 1 so far. Bolts me. Okay. Polluted Delta played. 7 cards. They have 29 cards left in their library. I highly doubt we get them by decking them, but you never know. Cleansing Wildfire, I can't imagine they would counter this. Floats red. We get to cantrip here. We're going to hold the Cascading. It's time to start probably holding our lands. I believe the list only has 1 plains as well. Omen. Put 2 cards on top of their library. Okay. First card is a Through the Breach. So there is the Emrakul. Annihilator 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think I want to show them anything else here. Through the Breach, sacrifice an Emrakul, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. The shuffling's really good for them too, because the shuffling allows them to continue playing Magic. Even though they went through, what was it, 2/3 of their list. So they only need a Bolt at this point. I'm going to Precarious 2. There's a Pillage. Let's go ahead and start taking some of this blue mana out. We've already shown them a Pillage, so I'm okay with doing another Pillage here. Snapcaster. Alright. Snapcaster kills us by attacking us. So we have Blue Moon as our opponent here. Let's see what we have on the side for a matchup like this. Lightning Bolt Helix is kind of interesting. I guess a Johnny, Elspeth are interesting. Lightning Bolt Helix. Maybe a Golos. Let's main deck the Golos here. Get rid of the Ousts. What else could we get rid of? A Sweltering Sun. Almost want to just get rid of a Wrath of God as well. What do we think? Yeah, that's probably good. Just bringing in kind of everything that we have as an option. Yep. We'll go for this. We know what we're against. It's a Blue Moon strategy here. We want the Stone Rains, the Pillages. We need the Manatize, and we need a fast Chandra or Karn here to get ahead of our opponent. This may be difficult. May be difficult, because we don't really have a super aggressive plan. Alright, we can also try this whole Maze Mind Tome thing that Uncle DB, I think, was talking about. Or no, Freedy was. Freedy was talking about. I do have a suggestion for an adjustment, but we'll talk about that near the conclusion of the league. I'm gonna bottom a Mana Tithe. Polluted Delta. Maze Mind. It's a Cleansing Wildfire. I don't have any ramp for myself here. Just gonna slap down a Maze Mind Tome and pass the turn. Steam Vents, tap for our opponent as well. Scalding Tarn. Okay, I hit a Cascading Cataract, which can ramp me. I kind of want to try to do this. There we go. Looking all right here. So we have a Pillage. I have this Maze Mind Tome that I'm planning to do more draws with, since that was kind of the suggestion here. Got some Lightning Bolts. We're looking all right. We're ahead of our opponent with mana, which is something that our colors typically can't do. Ooh, there's a Chandra. Okay. Let's get some red mana here. Let's go ahead and draw a card. It's cleansing us again. We're cleansing us again because we're drawing, but we're also getting more lands so that I can play around mana leaks. This coming turn, I'm probably going to try to pillage and Chandra. We're looking pretty good on turn 4, having 2, 4, 6, then 7, 8 mana. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Oh, and a Johnny now? Let's go ahead and attempt to pillage here. See what my opponent wants to do about that. They could just Cryptic this. If they Cryptic... I don't know if I'm playing Chandra or a Johnny. Part of me thinks I should just play a Chandra. Opponent floats mana here. We're going to go to second main. Oh, they're going to use this. They use Archmage Charm. What do we think? Do I just do a Johnny to set them back another land here? I think that might be actually worth a shot here. Let's attempt a Johnny and to tap down another land. This would probably help Chandra hit the battlefield. Bins over here, battlefield over here. Opponent does have a force, so they do get to force us. They get rid of an Aether Gust by forcing. They probably found one of those blue cards off that Archmage Charm. Steam Vents for our opponent. They clearly do not have a Blood Moon in hand. They probably sided all those out. Island. Ooh, what are we doing here? Madcap Experiment. Okay, we got an 8/8 to deal with. We can actually deal with that fairly easily here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chandra. Down tick. Bolt. We have to put a lot into this, but that's okay. And now we can do a little bit of scrying with the Maze Mind Tomes because I can also now draw. I might draw with both. To Freedy's point, maybe I should just be drawing all the time with these. Maybe that's the goal. I'm at 16, a little bit dangerous to be there, but if they were going in on the Madcap, I don't think they have Through the Breach. At least in hand. And Madcap, the Platinum Emporium is definitely difficult for us to deal with, but we do have Pillages. So doing a couple bolts there is not the worst. They might be picking up another Madcap here. Madcap, pick it up, opt, spin the wheel again. All right. Looks great. Oh, they don't do it. Okay. Blast Zone. Let's draw first. The Mana Tithe. Let's draw again. Flagstones. Let's put a Blast Zone out. Let's up with Chandra now. It's a Boom Bust. Cast the Boom part here, and we'll just hit like a Mystic Sanctuary. Let's hit a Steam Vents. I'm holding a Mana Tithe, not that 5 mana is typically a counter spell. Snapcaster. Ooh, Snapcaster Archmage Charm's okay here. I'll Mana Tithe that. I know we're gonna lose Chandra here, but that's kind of okay. At least I set them back a land. So we're gonna have to deal with a madcap here again. Another platinum. Another platinum boy. They tried to draw 2 cards, so definitely gonna mana tide this. We hit it, we kill the land here, pass the turn. If we had played the flagstones in, we get an extra. We convert the land into another Sacred Foundry. But we kind of have left ourselves open to maybe doing the bust side of something. Chandra's going to get attacked here, down to 0. Got 16. We have Madcap in their hand plus 3 unknowns. I presume they're going to spin the wheel with the Madcap. Grab themselves another Platinum Emporium. Okay, we have a Mana Tithe, which would have been nice to have. Let's go ahead and 2 Maze Mine. 2 again. Maze Mine. Jeez. Tappy Lands. Go. Oh, the Mana Tides are like just a little bit too late. Gonna get hit for 10 and I'm gonna go to 6. As long as they don't have double bolt here, at least I'm gonna get some life here, but it's probably not enough. Let's go ahead and put this up to 2. Hey, thank you for the follow. Why not Zirda to hands? I'm just forgetting that that card's there. That's the honest answer. Just honestly forgetting that's there. Let's go ahead and draw, see if I can find a pillage here. How about another flagstones? Let's see here. 1, 2. Let's draw again here. I'm looking for my pillage. Oh, there's Golos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play a Golos and I have 2 Mana Tithes here. It's kind of interesting. I may search. Yes. Let's go get, I guess, a Sunbaked Canyon for draws later. Alright, I have a 3/5. They didn't bolt me last turn. It might be worth killing the Snapcaster Mage here and trying to live at 2 life using Golos's feature here to see what nasty things we could do. So I think I'm going to try for that. If they have the bolt, they've got the bolt. But I want to spin the wheel and have some fun. But they top decked a mountain because they haven't played a land for a little bit. So I don't think they have it here. All right. Exile the top 3 cards of your library. You play them this turn without paying their mana costs. Okay. How do we want to do this? I probably use the flagstones here. And if I use the flagstones here, I'm less likely to hit more lands. So let's start there. Okay. And then let's do 5 colors here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. Okay. And then 1, 2, activate. Let's see what we hit. Oh, I hit 2 pillages. That's what I want to see. Pillage. Let's just go after the platinum both times, the pillages. And I have 2 mana ties to back this up. I mean, that's what we wanted to see. It's kind of like quirky how we're putting this together, but, you know, you gotta try things. Aether Gusts. We'll say okay to this. I can put it on top. We will attempt the other pillage. We get there. Okay. Can't play this land. I could play Zirda into hand and use this as a scry right now. Let's scry. I know what's on top, but I want to scry. Let's scry so I gain some life here, maybe. One life equals 2, right? Well, this is gonna give me 4, so that's gonna put me to 6. I'm wondering if I want to go ahead and attempt to grab the pillage here. Like, draw a card here, grab my pillage, shoot the pillage, and use the Maze Mind Tome to gain life and look at what's underneath the pillage. And pillaging another land here and then using the scry feels like it's an okay thing to do here. It also feels a little bit dangerous. Let's do this first. One, two, three. They'll have 4 if I go ahead and pillage. I think I'm going to hold 2 mana tithes open here and attack with the 3/5. This is really cool. I like what's happening here. We've already played our land, 14. We're at 6. Go ahead. I'm not going to play Zirda to hand because I want to have both mana tithes open. This is Breach mana. Breach with 1 extra land here. Definitely want to be able to mana tithe that. Bolts me for 1. Oh no, they have Snapcaster. Oh no, they don't. Oh no! Scalding Tarn with the Mystic Sanctuary here. Picks it up and then just draws the card. Please be like a Cryptic they've got to draw this with. Okay, I have a Boom Bust. I can blow up the world here if I wanted to. This is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? 7 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 afterwards. We have double mana tithe. I guess if I just blow the world up here, I can actually have a singleton mana tithe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what I can then do is float some mana here too. If I float mana, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's float some nice mana here, and we can hold on to these. Let's go ahead and bust using predominantly make it even, 2 and 2. Busting, trying to blow everything up. I have 2 mana tithes worth of mana here. Trying to blow the world to smithereens here. Would I like to play 2 life? No. I can put the Needle Verge in so I have mana tithe next turn. I can put Zirda to hand now. And I can attack for 3. Ooh. Go ahead, opponent. What do you got? Got nothing. You got nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Karn. Leaving Mana Tithe open. What do I have to go get? I'll go get a Tormod script in case they somehow get the graveyard stuff here. Attack for 3, pass turn. Oh ho ho. Tithe is pretty decent when your opponent has nothing. That's right. Also looks pretty good when you can Helix them and get out of bolt range. Ooh, a little boom bust. Okay, Freedy, not wrong. Draw lots with Maze Mind Tome. Completely outvalue your opponent. Ooh, we got through 2 Platinum Emporiums too. This card's pretty good. That was a spicy game. I think I still want this main, right? I don't want to try to fetch it with Karn. Right? Fetching with Karn seems like the wrong thing to be doing. But maybe it's better to have it as a fetch because then I have 4 of them. Hey, thank you for the follow. Like bring just a timely in. Sometimes we play well. Let's try this. Let's switch it out. I feel like we're the underdog here, but let's switch out the Golos. Put it back into the sideboard for Karn, and we'll bring a timely in because since we'll be on the draw, we might need to gain that life. We might need some chump blockers. Haven't exactly used Zirda a whole lot. That's okay though. Stone Rain, Maze Mine, Cleansing Wildfire. Hand looks decent. I think we can go ahead and keep this. My opponent kept their 7 as well. Alright, Polluted Delta. First thing's gonna be Mountain. I like this list. This has got some interesting things going on. Is it super amazing, awesome, great? I think it's got a couple things I could see improved already. But are we having fun? Absolutely. Watch my opponent counter a Maze Mind Tome here. They did have mana leaks. Polluted Delta finds themselves a Steam Vents. Puts it in sideways. Scalding Tarn. Passing it our way. So I have a Pillage and I have a Stone Rain. I also have a Cleansing. I think I'm going to go ahead and try to play Maze Mind Tome. I don't foresee this getting countered. But based on what it did last game, my opponent might fire it off here. Alright, Maze Mind Tome is down. So next up is probably the Stone Rain. We want to leave Pillage in case they decide Madcap's where they want to be. I'd like to see a Mana Tithe coming up here soon. 2 mana Omen of the Sea. A little bit of scrying and drawing. I do like Omen of the Sea. It feels like a very powerful, but not like overly powerful card. It's costed very well, in my opinion. Alright. I think we're up for just Stone Raining our opponents. Sacred Foundry is a nice way to do this too. I could do it off Needle Verge, take no damage. I think I've got to try for a Stone Rain here. I know they could have a counter. I know we could be looking at a madcap here, but I think Stone Rain, and if they don't have any of those counters and they're really just trying to draw with maybe more omens or something, this at least sets them back a turn, giving me a shot at this game. If they're able to counter this 4th turn and 5th turn, they're able to counter, we're probably out of it. Instant speed preordain on an enchantment stick. Cost 2. Fetch, immediately shocking. Target player draws 2 and they just let it happen. They decide drawing is more valuable to them. More valuable, huh? Someone has a Through the Breach, I think. Do I try to get Chandra down here, or do I pillage again? I mean, they didn't counter. They drew. Is that a misclick? Let's go ahead and make it look like I have a Mana Tithe here. Sacred Foundry. In Shocked. Pillage at face. Or land. Not really at face. Aether Gusts here. Let's put it on top here so I can go after another land. Pass the turn. Bolts my face. That puts me to 15. Am I faking the Mana Tithe here? We'll see if that plays to our advantage. Blast Zone down. Replay Pillage here. Attempting to hit the Steam Vents. We're doing the Pillage first, because when they counter this, I can at least Cleansing. Oh, they're going to Aether Gust again. Okay. We'll put this on top again, because I'm going to just draw it right here. Cleansing Wildfire, the Steam Vents. Trying to knock them off a little bit of this red. I presume they have a basic mountain. You draw, this draws. We're going to probably take a scry here, starting to get this closer so I don't die to just attacks and Emrakuls. Alright, so we have the mountain there. We have 3 lands. If they've got another mountain and Through the Breach, we lose. There's the Polluted Delta. Well, they don't just go killing me. It's always nice. Dangerous. We're living on the edge. Put on top. Looks like a fabulous card. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to attempt to play Chandra. Mana Tithe doesn't really counter anything because they have too much mana here. They counter with the Archmage Charm. Let's go ahead and Bolt Snapcaster here. Trying to run out of resources here against my opponent. We're going to live on the edge here for a turn, hoping that Mana Tithe does not need to be used for a Through the Breach right here. Does not shock in, 3 cards to beat. Looks like we're getting the turn back. Alright, there's an Ajani. Saving Pillages for Empyreans isn't the worst idea. No, it's not the worst idea for sure. Let's go ahead and attempt a pillage on the Steam Vents here. Again, Mana Tithe doesn't really cover this, but we're going to be probably drawing now with Maze Mind Tome. We're just seeing if they have any more counter spells for me. And knocking them off another land here helps us with Madcap, and it helps us with Through the Breach in the future. Mana Tithe hasn't been really impressive in these games. Game 2 was the reason we won, probably. Alright. We get rid of a land there. They put one card on bottom, one card on top, by the way. Alright, drawing with Maze time. Maze Mind. Draw. Land. Another land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Temple of Triumph tapped. Can put this on top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Attempt a Johnny here. Up on blue mana, just in case. We have a pillage coming, so I can get rid of either the blue or completely take them off red. I could have drawn and cast pillage, but I like getting a Johnny down here. We're in a nice spot here. Let's go ahead and go after another island here. 1, 2, 3. Pillage. Let's go after the red. Madcap and bolts are frightening. Bolts me. Okay. Lands. Let's make more white. Let's pass the turn. All right. Opponent's got 3 blue. Opt. That's fine. Timeout's nice. I don't think we're gonna... Well, they might time out. End. We're going to go ahead and Maze Mind. Draw a nice card here. Any card will do. Arid Mesa. Another pillage. Up here on the island that's tapped. Pillage the other island. Gonna take the draw now. Gain some life. Top of the library is a mountain. We'll play that and pass turn. My opponent has theoretically just one land here. Mana Tide's looking pretty strong now. Oh, yes. We're leaving Mana Tide there. Next turn we get Zirda into hand if I'd miss anything because we're done with our Maze Mind Tome. This board state's toxic? This is something. Cleansing. So I'd play Cleansing, fire something. Draw Sacred Foundry. We keep this down tapped and I'd put Zirda into hand. The following turn, we draw Cascading. We weren't really drawing much, but I could blow up all their lands. Dang. That was cool. Yes. Peak Modern right there, indeed. Hopefully all games don't go quite to time like that. Otherwise we'll be here for a long time. That feels really good to be able to get through a little more of a control style matchup, especially being in the hole for one of those games. All right, let's join our next match. All right, this 5-0 list has a little something to it. I'm down with this 5-0 list. All right. Foxantis is our opponent. We lose the die roll. That's okay. Declaring Zirda. By the way, of all the companions, I personally think Zirda is the best and coolest looking one. And then Luris is my second favorite. Anyway. That notwithstanding here. Tron. Uh-oh. Tron, huh? Tron doing Tron things, probably. Got some mana ties for this Tron player. Uh-oh, they have Tron mana, though. Need a boom bust? I don't hit a boom bust, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and play our Arid Mesa here, pass the turn. I would love to play the Maze Mind Tome here, but I think I might need this mana tide to stop a big Karn. Luckily, I have 2. We'll see. I think I'm pretty good against this opponent. I just need to know that they're actually Tron. Hey, look, 7 mana. Yes, yes, use all of it. That works. It's good enough. I can mana tithe and mana tithe. It's good enough. All right, we'll see if mana tithe is enough. I need a way to blow up a land here. Mana tithe, mana tithe. Get countered. Land destruction. Shoot, I'm getting all the creature things. Maze Mind, pass the turn. Alright, they get a free turn to ruin me right here. Oh, they've got a bunch of towers too. Oh. Okay. Okay. I can deal with that. That's a lot more easier to deal with than a lot of the other things they were going to do to me. Okay. I don't really want to shoot that. Let's go ahead and scry here. I'm going to bottom this on my upkeep. I need to find something else. There we go. We can take the pillage here. Pillage away. We'll get the... get the power plant. Get out of here. Let's go ahead and oust the Reality Smasher here. I'm going to get rid of the bolt, and then I can oust another card. This is second from the top, so if they don't top deck like a Eldrazi land or something like that, then we know the next card's not going to do anything either. Oh. Chalice on 3. I need a boom bust now. Chalice on 1. Scry. Okay. It does one part that I need. It does one part. I'm gonna blow up the power plant again, teach them a lesson. Sacred Foundry tapped. I don't get to get Zirda just yet. We're gonna gain a little bit of life from the Maze Mind Tome. Chalice on 3 and 1 really kind of wrecks us though. We're gonna need to find Karn. Top of the library, probably want to take one more scry here. I'm gonna gain some life here, but I just want to scry instead of trying to draw. Ah, shoot. Alright, we'll take this, we're going to play this, and we're going to immediately crack for a draw here. That's a good card, okay. Okay. Come on, come on. No, we know they have Reality Smasher. Leave us alone. Alright, we're going to be okay, I think, game 2 and game 3. We know what's up. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and fire both of these off. More to find out how many wastes they have. Let's see if they have at least 2. I assume they do. I just want to check. Here they should not fetch one. It tells me more information. But anyway, alright. We do have answers for Chalice. I'm not worried about Chalice. We have the Karns. We have Chandra to win the game. We have the bridge in the sideboard. We know what we're playing against, so we don't want ousts immediately. Let's think here. Pithing Needle is probably okay as a quick bring-in. Let's see, let's see, let's see. I like, actually, a little bit of Elspeth here. Just like as an alternate win condition, but probably not needed. I like a Johnny here to tap down one of their big mana pieces here as well. So Johnny Pithy Needle, I'm going to take one Oust out and one Mana Tithe. A quick Mana Tithe wouldn't be bad, but it's really going to be bad after about turn 2, turn 3. We are looking for one of these 14 cards. Probably this Pithy Needle as well. So we have 15 hits that we want to hit here at the very beginning of the game. Is there anything else I want? Honestly, Bolt probably is not as interesting as maybe just a Helix to gain a little bit of life when we need it. So let's swap that. And let's go. Tron. We're going to leave our Sweltering Sun in there on the off chance they have a couple Matter Reshapers. It's also just a cantrip, which is kind of nice. I could be bringing a Timely. The problem with the Timely is that they are playing Reality Smasher, and they're going to just like kind of go over the top of us, but with the Trample. Alright, we'll keep this. This is a super easy Mana Tithe into Boom Bust. Mana Tithe, the first spell here. Boom Bust, the land. Temple of Triumph. We can time walk them a little bit here. This looks like a reasonable hand against our Tron friend. Alright. We're not going to Boom Bust immediately here. I wanted a Temple, but now I can have other options. I'm afraid of a Chalice. I'm afraid of a Chalice on 1. Let's put a Temple of Triumph down. We will bottom that and go. I want to Mana Tithe this spell that they're about to play here. And even... I think I can just leave a Matter Reshaper alone. Let's not worry about a Matter Reshaper. We can deal with that in a moment. In a moment. Okay. So let's go ahead and do the Boom Bust here. We're going to nail a Temple. That does set them back considerably here. Go get our Sacred Foundry, tap it in. Go ahead. We can take a couple hits from Matter Reshaper. I'm trying to leave Mana Tithe open here for either a Thought Knot, Reality Smasher, or specifically for a Chalice on 1. We have another Eldrazi Temple here. We have Matter Reshaper coming in for some damage. All good. Here it is. Here it is. The Mana Tithe on the Chalice. Shoot. It's not a Chalice. Alright, whatever. That can resolve. I'll bolt that. I want to oust this. I need another turn before I do that, though. Oh, shoot. Alright, I don't think I can quite play Karn yet. I think it's going to be Maze Mine with an Oust here. I could also Maze Mine without the Oust and just try to draw. Let's get a little more white mana here. You know what? Let's do that. I don't need to Oust here. We're going to use our life total as much as possible. There's another Temple here. This is an excellent Mana Tithe opportunity on the big bad here. We'll then take some Scries here to try to find a way to destroy something here. That is not a way to destroy anything. And if we totally miss on destruction spells, we'll play Karn down tick. That'll work. Will this work? Do I want a Cleansing Wildfire? Cleansing Wildfire, the Eldrazi Temple, they get a waste, they play a Thought Knot, we lose Karn. I'm going to put it on top. We're going to kill a Eldrazi Temple here. We're going to oust after the fact here, I think. I could play Zirda into my hand, too. Do I want to oust or Zirda? Let's do Zirda. Wait, did I not declare Zirda? Oops. Well then, we'll oust. Alright, they have 4 mana here. They could take Karn. I'm hoping that they don't have a Thought Knot here. Well, they have 5 mana. Mind Stone is not Karn. Or, sorry, is not Eldrazi, but this could be it. 3 mana. Matter Reshaper. Take my draw. Pillage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Karn. Uptick. Maze Mine. Pass turn because I know this next card's a Matter Reshaper. We're going to use Maze Mines as a potential blocker. I'm probably not going to block with it, because I shouldn't need to here. 1, 2. Take 3 here. That's probably okay. Let's just take the 3 here because I'm planning to go get a bridge, probably. Scry here. We hit a land, which is great, because then I can pillage and bridge. Which is kind of what I want to be doing. Bridge. 1, 2, 3. Ta-da. 1, 2, 3. Pillage. We'll get rid of another temple here. Pass the turn. Not sure why my Zirda's not there. I think I've goofed up somewhere. Alright, Power Plant. My opponent has 4 mana here. If I draw a non-land, I might go ahead and use Maze Mind here. Oh gosh, that's really good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Chandra here. Let's go. Let's go up. Maybe I hit a Boom Bust. Pithy Needle. Play a Pithy Needle. We can name Ugin. The Ineffable, I believe, is what we saw first game. Yeah, that's the one we saw. And we'll pass turn. Oh, shoot. I forgot to uptick Karn. My mistake. Missed this. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. Draw. Mana Tithe. We'll uptick this. What do I think about Leonin Arbiter in this list? Not sure, if I'm honest with you. Let's go ahead and pass. I'm afraid to use this Maze Mind Tome. We should have a Karn at 3, not at 2. Okay, take our natural draw here. Hit a Lightning Bolt. Up for damage. It's a new Karn. 3, 4, 1, 2. I'm gonna say no to this. Go up. On nothing. Gonna pass the turn. But I don't think Leonin Arbiter works in this list as much. I mean, you could go that route, but I don't think that's where you want to be. My opponent's playing something here first, which is super nice of them, because now I can Mana Tithe. Now I can emblem this Chandra here pretty safely. And end step here, I probably Maze Mine now to have an extra spell in hand. We're assuming we're drawing a spell. we don't know that yet. Ugin was there. We have the Mana Tithe. The Mana Tithe, yes, I know the Ugin's covered by the Pithy Needle, but I want to use the Mana Tithe to get it out of hand so the Matter Reshapers aren't coming towards us soon. We're going to draw a Boom Bust, follow that up with a Cascading. We were going to get a card here, Emblem, Bolt, this. It's going to be good. So the reason I don't think Leonin Arbiter works well in here is because we are running our own Arid Maces and Flagstones. We're not really about completely restricting my opponent's mana. We're just trying to mess it up a whole bunch. That's what we're trying to do. So why didn't I declare this? Do I have something in here? Oh, I have the Pithy Needle in here. Get out of here, Pithy Needle. Come in, Elspeth. Sure. All right. The Pithy Needle was why I didn't name Zirda, because Pithy Needle is a jerk. It's not worth it. We want Zirda. Let's go. Wrath of God's going to be a good card if we run into that. There's our Zirda. There they be. Oh. Ah, shoot. Mana Tithe would be nice. I can't keep this. I got to be able to destroy some lands. Just to have a non-zero number of delve spells? Why do we need a delve spell? I'm going to mulligan this. I like the Wrath of God, but I can't cast anything. Here we go. Yes, keep. Insta-keep. Keep. Keep. We'll ditch a mountain. All right. Tower of the Powers in the play. Sacred Foundry, tapped. Go ahead. Got some good 4-drops here. We got to hit Cleansing, Stone Rain into maybe a Johnny. All right. Double white would be nice to have here. So we're going to go ahead and put this on the white side. Cleansing Wildfire, the Temple. They'll go get something with the map here. They didn't play anything too crazy here so far, so we're looking okay. I have a suggestion for the list, but we'll get to that at the end of this. Versus mine was taken. There's a Mana Tithe. I can't quite play that immediately here. Hoping that I get to Stone Rain here. They went and got a mine, by the way. Plays the mine. New map. Okay. Gonna go ahead and Stone Rain the mine away. They'll probably go get a new mine. Trying to keep them off their balance here. Stone Rain actually sets them back, and a Johnny can tap down something next. They get a new mine. Plays a Maze Mine Tome here. Makes me think they're kind of running out of gas. It's a Boom Bust. I want to use this. So bad. So, couple lines here. I can assume that they don't have something crazy here. I could play Karn down, go get Liquid Metal Coating. It shuts down this. And then the Liquid Metal Coating plus Boom Bust blows up 2 lands, and we probably just win from there. I think playing Karn's not a bad idea here. The scary thing is if they were to say if they get Tron here, they'll have 8 mana, and that's kind of crazy. I know the Karn shuts off them doing a double scry here, which is kind of nifty. Alternatively, I could Boom Bust, but then that sets me back a land, and I may not get to play my big creatures or big planeswalkers. Alternate to that, I could play a Johnny, tap down the Urza's Tower, and then they have this and this. If they do find the plant, they'll have 5 mana, which means a Reality Smasher could just kill a Johnny. I think with all those things considered here, I'm just going to play a Karn and try to set up for the best next turn here. Keeping them from scrying a couple times here. This scry went to the bottom. And they don't typically play Bolt. So let's go ahead and reveal an artifact. We'll go get a Liquid Metal Coating here. And the hope is they don't find Tron here. What's up, Harry? I can almost deal with a Thought Knot here. Come on, opponent. Why do you have this? 6 mana would be just Ugin, though. Ugin I can kind of deal with. Because this is colorless. Destroy target permanent that's 1 or more colors. Okay. Makes a 2/2 here. Ah, shoot. They had their own Karn now. Makes Maze Mind a 2/2 so they can attack. Ah, shoot. It's backfired. I did hit the land too, so if I would have just boom busted, we'd probably be in okay shape here. Now how do I play from being behind? I don't necessarily fall behind on a land here, so if we do this... Okay, so they lose a power plant. They then lose another land here. I think oh no, they don't because of this. But we can boot up our liquid metal coating for blocking. Alright. I'm leaving myself with a Mana Tithe open here. Shoot. Reality Smasher gets through. Alright, maybe I'm supposed to boom bust there instead of trying to be frisky with my cards there. And leave up a Mana Tithe. I'm not sure I can win from here. How am I winning from here? Let's take no blockers here. I'll plan to do Karn down tick, go get... Probably go get Bridge. Let's see what they get here. They get a liquid metal coating of their own. They can play this. Unfortunately, I can't Mana Tithe this due to the waste. I will do this in case they miss the... They can pay. I think this game comes down to I didn't boom bust because I was like, well, if they don't have Tron here exactly, then we just completely lock the game out the next turn. So... Stop a land here. We get a pillage. Let's do a Karn the Great Creator, down tick, go get a bridge here. I'm frustrated. I think we had that if I would have done the boom and just trusted that we would top deck a land at some point. We do have like 25 total lands. Ah, that's okay. Learning opportunities. This list is hot though. This list is doing some things. Alright, they kill off Karn here. They go up. I do have the bridge. They're going to kill lands here. I'm going to be able to pillage away the liquid metal coating in a second. I don't know if we can really stabilize. We'll find out though. You know what? Let's do it this way. Let's make it look like I just want the plains more than anything. I need them to not blow up one more red source here. I have to put the bridge in now because I have to stop a Reality Smasher. If I go Pillage, blow up Liquid Metal Coating here, they hit me for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That puts me to 4, and then they can get just under the bridge. The bridge has to be in play right now for me to have a shot at this. It is pretty hot, isn't it, Hurlman? We've decided to reveal an artifact here. Wonder what this will be. Maybe something that just blows up the bridge. Sundering Titan. Oh. Ah. That's not good. Alright. I think we can probably concede from here. They just get both of my red sources. I already have 3 red sources here. They're going to hit me for 2, 4, 6 more. And they'll hit me even more with the Battle Skull if I miss a land drop here. Opponent's got it. We're good. They got us. Down the initial game, came back, and probably had a better chance of winning this if I play that Boom Bust first and trust the list will give me the land. So we've learned our lesson. Let's keep it rolling. Match 3. Playing Zirda, Sun and Moon. And as mentioned before, stick around. Kind of at the end, when we're going over the deck, we're going to talk about 1 or 2 additions. Zirda. Okay. Opening hand seems alright. I think we can keep this. If it's a creature deck, we'll be in great shape. If it's not a creature deck, we'll be in bad shape. Bloodstained Mire for our opponent. Cracks this. Gets a Steam Vents. Alright. Yeah, I don't want to. That's fine. Opt is fine. Scalding Tarn here. Ooh, we're getting interested in playing something. By all means, play something. Spritey Dragon, huh? Spritey Dragon. Well, things aren't going to get easier to manatize, so let's go ahead and manatize this one. Put the needle into play. Don't have to take any damage. We got a Bolt on hand. Thinking of going to a round tournament today. Should I go and should I play 5-color elementals, Tireless Tracker Ponza, or mono white tokens? I think it'll depend on what you want to get out of the evening. If you're going to try to win, I would play probably your Tireless Ponza list. If you're going to have fun, elementals, and if you appreciate being the underdog and are happy to tell the stories of your token peoples, then there's your answer. Basically, I've told you all 3 options. Your choice. And it should be your choice. It shouldn't be a streamer's choice. It shouldn't be your friend's choice. Whatever you think you're going to have the best time with, that's what you should play. We've got a Soulscar Mage here. Got an Oust. We have a little more red in the list. I'm going to go ahead and get a Karn here. I'm going to go Karn down tick. And here I'm going to go get a Bridge. We can play Bridge plus Oust this coming turn. I also have the Chandras and the Karns to eventually work through. And if my opponent's very worried about this Karn, they'll try to kill it. Manamorphose. Makes blue red here. Has a mutagenic growth sitting here from the light up the stage. We have Stormwing. Wrath of God's looking like a better play this coming turn. Love to see one more card. One more. One more creature. What is this? Mutagenic on Soulscar Mage. Land. I think this is probably an easy Wrath of God here. Attacks me for 5 here, puts me to 14. Yeah, this feels like Wrath of God territory. See if they have a counter of any sorts. Let's go one more down here. I'm gonna go get a Tormod's Crypt this turn. And let's just eat their graveyard in case they have a Bedlam Reveler. Tap Sacred Foundry, pass the turn, do all the things. Go ahead, opponent. Swift Spear. Followed by Manamorphose. So I can play Chandra down and oust the Swift Spear if I'd like to. There's a Lava Dart. Shoots Karn. Poor Karn. Bye-bye, Karn. Goodbye. We have a Swift Spear to beat. Let's see what the top of the library is giving us. Temple Garden. Cleansing. We can put this on top. Let's go with a Bridge and an Oust. The Oust puts it from second from the top, so if they don't have a cantrip here, the Cleansing Wildfire is going to get rid of it, and I'm going to draw a card. If they have a draw here, they have a draw. Soulscar Mage. Alright, so let's start with Cleansing Wildfire. Clears the card off the top there, that is the Monastery Swift Spear. Trying to think what else I want here. The Pillage. Let's go ahead and play Karn here. I'm going to go get a Liquid Metal Coating. I know this offers up Karn to be killed. I'm kind of alright with that. We have the Glass Casket I can get as well. But I'm going to do Liquid Metal Coating because I can play Pillage, Liquid Metal Coating. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can play Chandra, Pillage. Can't quite get empty-handed unless I top deck a land. What are we doing with so much mana here? Untap. Restart. Five mana. That's a lot of mana. What's a prowess list doing with so much mana? Untaps. Obosh? No, they never declared Obosh. I mean, unless it's in the main. I guess, yeah, an Obosh in the main, they could do that. Five mana. Oh, Burst Lightning. Oh, yeah. That's a card. Down to 7. Lava Darts me. Down to 6. 3 in. I'm at 3. This is looking real sketchy. One, two, three, 4 here. Chandra. Kill Soulscar Mage. Liquid Metal, take them off the blue here. We're at 3. It's not very good for us. We'll see if they've got it. Otherwise, I can get rid of the rest of the lands here. Do you have a Bolt? The answer appears to be no. Oh, we have this Mana Tithe again. Nail the lands. Okay. Why are we floating mana? I don't understand why we're floating mana. It's making me nervous. Lava darts me. Okay. Okay. Lava darts me. Okay. Stone Rain. Go ahead, opponent. I don't really have anything that gains me life here. Kind of in a weird switch situation. Let's go get a win condition here. We'll go get Golos. 5. Golos gives me a land. We'll get a Flagstones here. I don't know why they don't continue to play. Why don't you continue to play, opponent? You have 15 life. Find a land? Cool. Then find a bolt. Boom. They got upset. They got upset. Alright. Timely. Ajani. Helix. Bolt. Elspeth. Wonder what's bad in this matchup. It's funny because we talk about the Mana Tithe, but then I've had 2 matches where I have my opponent down to 0 lands. Everything is all bad. Fluffy wins. I mean, maybe it's just like Cleansing Wildfires because they have so many lands. I just want to actually blow the lands up. And then a one of something else, which might be just... I don't know, because Cleansing Wildfire was nice when we ousted. Maybe just a Singleton Karn. Try this. A lot more like life gain here. I almost want an extra Helix mainboarded. If it's a win more, I think it's more of a... locks us in to help us win the game. All I care about is I get to declare Zirda every time. This is not a keepable hand. I love Timely, but this is not keepable. Yeah, we can do this. We can do this. Get rid of a pillage here. Why run Sun's Nemesis over something like AOZ or OG Elspeth? Probably because it gains life. It gains life, and the other Elspeths don't. I'm not going to Mana Tithe and opt here. Mana Tithe, easy keep. Easy keep. I'm going to Mana Tithe this thing right here. Yeah. JK. 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 Who would Mana Tithe the Lava Dart? That's some weird stuff there. Light up the stage, that was a great thing. Bam, get Mana Tithe. Get ruined, opponent. Maze Mine, go. Scalding Tarn. Probably gonna scry here with the Maze Mine Tome at least once. Bottom that. Take my Stone Rain, blast my opponent a little bit here. We're hitting the Spire Bluff Canal, so my opponent can't just use Lava Dart off of the steam vents there. Manamorphose. Letting you all argue about which Elspeth you should be running. This one's running the Escape version. Bloodstained Mire here. a Braid. Well, I'll take one more Scry. I guess we'll put a Timely on top. I guess. Tappy Tappy lands. Zirda to the hand. Pass the turn. I guess. Steam Vents comes into play tapped. We'll F6 through this turn. We have no actions. Alright. I'm just going to slap down a Zirda. We're going to beat you down with a 3-3. Get ready. Look at them foxtails. Look how smug this fox is. 2-mana Petty Theft. Okay. Okay. Using the flagstones to thin the list a little bit. Thin, thin, thin. Whoops. Playing Zirda down, pass turn. What are we talking about, Elspeth? Also, what is AOZ? Ashiok or something? Burst Lightning's me. With extra mana floating. With a Lava Dart. Alright. Not a whole lot I can do here. That's kind of okay, though. Let's make more red here. Red, red, red. Pillage. Get rid of you, Steam Vents. Ally of Zendikar. Oh, Gideon. I was like, what Elspeth is AOZ? No, you wouldn't want to play that card. Lava Darts me. That's fine. That's fine. I need to take a little bit of damage anyway, opponents. We have a lot of lands compared to our opponents. This is very different than Red-White Lockout. Soulscar Mage. I don't want to use Timely just yet. Get bolted. Haha. Fine. Fine. I'll play the Timely reinforcements. I respect that you wanted me to do this. I know I'm not gaining stuff, but I'm just going to put it for blockers here since they didn't let me kill it. I'm at 18. I'm looking pretty good. We're on turn 9. Just twiddling my thumbs here. Do we have a lot? We do have a Lava Dart over here. Jump. Jump. And passes back to us. Sacred Foundry tapped. Go ahead. We're chumping. We're chumping. Here we go again. Jump. Jump. Looking for a card. Gonna hold this. Make it look like I've got something brilliant in hand. Forcing them to dart seems good. True, true. There's a Lava Dart. True, I could have like triple blocked or something. Swift Spear. Alright, we're gonna take some damage here. I'll oust a Soulscar Mage because when it's replayed, it costs a turn for them to attack. Yes, do this, whatever this is. Yes, Manamorphose, get Mana Tithe. There we go. Got a 2-3 here. Swift Spear comes in. Top of the library is junk. Nada. Where's a Johnny? Where's just anything? Where's my Wrath of God? Where's my Sweltering Suns? I mean, the deck does have like 20-something, 25 lands or something. There's an opt. We're in such a good position here, too. If I could just find a spell. Even like a land destruction spell would probably be okay at this point. Burst Lightning's me. They might be able to kill me here with the lava darts. Just depends if they want to commit that far. Which looks like they're going to go ahead and do. Okay. Like boom bust them all away. There's the Helix. We were getting there. Just a lot of lands. Oh, shoot. I didn't even see these purges in here. Give me these. No! Let me have these. Thank you. Take 2 pillages out really quick. I didn't even see the purges in there. This is the learning stream. We get better at Magic here. You're watching to become a better Magic player. I think the timing was slightly premature. I guess you didn't expect the flood, though. Yeah, I didn't expect the flood. I was like, okay, a couple chomp blocks here. Easy. All right, let's play first. Zirda. Oh, yeah. When you actually keep a hand that contains things that matter, I'm going to even shock in here for the sweet Mana Tithe. Opponent's going to be like, oh, that jerk's got Mana Tithe open. Run it in. Yeah. I respect you, opponent. No fear. Run it in. Thinks I have the mutagenic growth. Joke's on you. Blow up your land. Goodbye. Your turn. Spirebluff Canal. Bye-bye, land. Goodbye. What are lands? Baby, don't hurt me. Where's your land for me to kill? I could have put Zirda in the hand, but I gotta leave up this Helix. Because I gotta be a genius. You sense a scoop? I don't. Not yet. This deck is not max toxic. We're going up here with Karn. I don't want to down tick, go get liquid metal coating, and then something bolts this. I want to keep this as a healthy life total. And if they want to double bolt to kill, fine. Then I get to Stone Rain this land like this. Watch. Bolt. That's what you thought was a good idea. Oh. Extra land. Oh. Spritey Dragon. Spritey Dragon. Mutagenic. Oh, we're sending everything here, aren't we? Nice. Nice. Well, Helix to gain life. We'll play a Maze Mind Tome here. I am going to go ahead and scry the first time. We can put that on top. Cool. Go ahead, opponent. Bloodstained Mire for our opponent. Let's go ahead and put new Maze Mind Tome here. Gonna draw with this Maze Mind Tome. Not even gonna scry here. Looks good. Looks good. We've got the removal. I probably should get Zirda down so Zirda can make these super cheap. 3 mana for our opponent here at end step. Oh, Brazen Borrower. Okay. Got the oust for the Brazen Borrower. It's going to be fine. Starting a library? Yeah, we're collecting some books here. Down to 18. Stormwing here. Probably want to oust Stormwing. It's for 3. Play Blast Zone here. Let's go ahead and draw a card first. Boom Bust. Scry with the other one here. Oh, we can put this on top. Okay, so we have that on top. I don't think I'm just going to die here, so I'm going to go ahead and Stone Rain. We have the Wrath coming, so we're going to fingers crossed that they don't suddenly have a bajillion damage here. I think I'll be pretty okay, though. So white, you're here. We'll do a Wrath of God effect. I am bold. These blow up. Pass turn. Wonder what they tapped out for. Let's go ahead and scry. Bottom this. Scry for this one. Bottom this. Cool. Alright. Boom Bust here. Seems fun. And we'll Stone Rain the other land here. I could probably take a turn off scrying, and I can do a double draw here next. Pew, 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 pew. Draw for natural, double draw off 2 Maze Mines, plays the Flagstone into play, gain a bunch of life. Put Zirda into hand, following turn, take a draw, maybe take another draw. Take a draw. 2-1. Playing Zirda Sun and Moon in Modern. We've got 2 more to go here for the evening. We're going to try to get those done quickly. I told the wife that I would be at dinner in 18 minutes. Put on your seatbelts. We're going to go fast. Long-time listener, first-time caller. Welcome. Delighted to finally catch the stream live. Well, thank you so much for viewing, watching, and catching us live. I'm glad we can get some folks live when we have a little bit of the earlier stream. So thank you so much. All right, join the match. We're going to play a little quicker here. 2 matches to go to finish this one up. Opponent is Magical Hack. We're going to declare Zirda. Ooh, a 1-lander is probably not a good idea. I think we're gonna mulligan this. Think we're going to mulligan this. Need a few more lands. There we go. A few lands here. I'd like to keep the Oust, but I don't think I'm going to, because I can ramp into Chandra here. So we'll keep, get rid of an Oust, and we're off to the races. Scalding Tarn for our opponent. Hold up a Mana Tithe. Mana Tithe. What a card. Double Scalding Tarn for our opponent. I think I'm going to just go for the Cleansing Wildfire here in the dark. I very rarely see them try to stop something like this. We have an extra Mana Tithe. We can basically pillage Mana Tithe open and then Chandra Mana Tithe open. And that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Let's see if we can snag game 1 from our unknown opponent. Doing the Scalding Tarn things. Does Flagstones work through Moon? No. It also doesn't work if you have a Rip in play. Stomping Ground here, so we're like Teamer? Oh. Oh, that's not Teamer. Oh, all right. Growth Spiral does not hit a land. You're done. You're done, opponent. You're done. Get dunded. Get dunded. We'll get rid of green. Green's scary. I have Mana Tithe open here, just in case. Mountains don't have death triggers. True. I can't. They played around the Mana Tithe. Unbelievable. They got rid of a Jace. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's keep going. Chandra, do you have another force, my friend? The answer is no. Up we go for damage. Ooh. Skipping Karn was definitely not on the menu. Bolts Chandra. Uh-oh. Double bolting. Yeah. Oh, breeding pool here. Okay. Okay, Euro? Yeah. Mana Tithe. Huh. Don't get your triggers. Go to the bin. Bet you didn't see that one coming, did you? Oh my gosh. I can just win. I can just win, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make mana here. 5, 6. Float 1 here. Boom. No. Bust. Bust. Blah, 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 blah. Boom. Who needs lands? Dang. There aren't very many lands out there anymore. That's strange. Oh, I probably should fetch and be able to hold Mana Tithe open. I got really excited there. Got super excited, though. Up for damage. We'll play a bust. Wrath of God. Down to 8. Go ahead, opponent. Up for damage. We're just going all straight damage here. I can't cast that pillage, actually. We have a bolt here. I probably just bolt right now. Boom. Cleansing Wildfire. Up for 2 damage here. Give me more of this. You will be seeing this in a future stream. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. All right. I think it's just an Elspeth of Johnny here, taking a few ousts out. We could have a, maybe like, I don't know. They dealt like 10 damage to themselves. True. At the same time when you think about it, I think we had most of it generally covered. Oh. Oh. I think we keep this hand, give it a shot here on the draw. Got that sweet Mana Tithe, got that cool Cleansing Wildfire, we got the Cycling of Sweltering Suns. Misty Rainforest for our opponent. Leave up our flagstones here. Can do some fun ramping again. See if my opponent wants to test us. Triome for our opponent. Breeding Pool shocks in here. I'm going to hold back a turn here and just pass because I'm going to Mana Tithe right here when they grow Spiral. I don't want them to get too far ahead of me. I got some land destruction to do here. land for my opponent. I'm gonna Cleansing Wildfire them just to make their mana a bit of an uneasy. It allows me to draw a card here. It's kind of different than Growth Spiral. Growth Spiral is trying to push them ahead. This, if they stop this, it's just stopping really a cantrip for me. They wanted to randomly force. Looks like it will resolve. Find ourselves with a Karn. They have a basic Plains. No red mana anymore. That's fine. I'm probably just lining myself up with a Stone Rain and Mana Tithe open next turn. I'll just do this. Get Tithed. I think I try to Stone Rain them here now. Just continue to set them back here. See if they have a force. I'll challenge the force here. They didn't get to draw. Oh, they do have the force. All right. They had the force. 1, 2, 3, 4. If they have a fetch land, they might be able to get Euro down. But if not, I'll try Karn here. Karn down tick. Karn down tick to get Tormod's Crypt. Tormod's Crypt to get rid of the graveyard. They have a mana leak. Pretty good so far for our opponent. Are we going to line up ourselves with an Elspeth here? Do they have their 4th land yet? They do, but it came in sideways. Chandra? Let's go up here for a Cleansing Wildfire. Cleansing Wildfire, the breeding pool, so they don't have the green and the blue. We're having them pick one or the other. It's filling the graveyard for Euro, but it's also making it harder and harder for them to cast. They do float a little bit of blue here. I can't imagine I've super helped them out. We'll see, though. Blue-green gets a Growth Spiral here? Oh, a Purge. All right, Purge. Purge me. Purge me. They're going to Purge anyway. I like messing their mana up a little bit more here. We've got an Elspeth about to show up. Create some humans. Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it. Stomping ground here. I guess I Lightning Bolt Sweltering Suns here instead now. You should have just 1 mana clash for the memes. 1 mana clash? Clashing memes? Ironic that this is gonna maybe do something here. Euro here. Does the draw, the game life, all of the above. No land into play. Kind of no surprise there. 1, 2, 3. We will cast Sweltering into Bolt. We'll see if they have like a Force Negation here. Cleared. Clear. Clear for takeoff. Oh no, it's Renin 6. That's horrific for us. Picks up a Misty Rainforest. Alright, looks like Elspeth Sun's champion's up. Temple of Triumph here. We'll bottom Wrath of God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Elspeth. Does my opponent have another counter here? Come on, no counter. Hardcast Force. Our Pillages and Stone Rains are looking weaker and weaker now with the Renin 6 in play. I guess I need a Karn downtick on Pithing Needle at this point. The Zero is getting closer and closer to be recasted here as well. Field of the Dead. I have a pillage for the Field of the Dead, but they can just get it back. Picks up the Misty from the yard. Let's cycle here. See if I can find something better. The answer is no. We're running out of chances here to take on my opponent. Yeah, this game's getting far away from us. I'm trying to think if I have anything that could pull us back into this. We might be just going to game, what, 3 here? Too many fields here. I know I bottomed a Wrath of God, but I wasn't going to Wrath of God just a single Euro. Maze Mind. This could pull us a little bit back into the game. If they counter this, we're probably just about dead. We know they have a Misty Rainforest, and they can go get a bunch of zombies. Alright. I'm conceding this one for sake of time because I have dinner coming up, but also because at this point with the Ren and 6 I can't really use my land destruction here. It's not going to kill off their stuff. Celestial Purge is an answer for Ren and 6, and it may be worth actually having 2 of in. Thinking one more Oust out, and we can take out maybe a Johnny's not very good. Let's take out a Lightning Bolt. Purge Omnath pile. Hey, Slayerfall, you found the land destruction one. We haven't seen Omnath, but yeah, Purge would answer the Omnath. I'm still on that line of thought that my opponents have just Euro piles and not that Omnath edition that's been making its rounds. Alright, we'll keep this. We have 3 land destruction spells here. I'm going to lead with a mountain, so that if I draw Cascading, I can start the Boom Bust train. 1 mainboard relic? It could be. It could be. Steam Vent sideways for our opponent. We do not draw the requisite required card to do crazy Boom Busts on turn 2. That being said, we're going to hit a bunch of these. We'll see if they find themselves a Ren and 6 here on turn 2. Pearl, thank you for the follow. Flooded Strand. Immediately cracking this. Don't be Ren and 6, please. Don't be Ren and 6. Don't be Ren and 6. Temple Garden. Alright, I can at least keep them kind of back on lands. It's at least something I can do while I hopefully find my lands. But I'm going to have to play Karn at some point and try to resolve a Pithing Needle. Ren 6 picks up the Steam Vents. Opponent also has too many cards in their hand now. Ren's too strong. Ren's definitely strong against this. Steam Vents shocks in. If they have things like Growth Spiral as well, it's going to be a problem for me to finish, to keep these in check here. Alright, the question is, do we want to go for the Karn now to set us up with the Ren and 6? It might be worth a shot. Make it a little more red here. I can shoot a land here. They just repeat this. Or I go ahead and try Karn. I'm going to try Karn here. I don't think repeating this and just letting them draw cards here is the right line. I need this to resolve. They have a Dovin Veto. Alright. It looks like our Pillager Stone Rain wasn't going to resolve either. At this point, Ren 6 could just pick up the field if they wanted to. Pretty aggressive to have a red-green card and be able to also play a blue-white card, right? Pretty aggressive. Our mana base is too strong in Modern. They are definitely pushed at times, for sure. Red green into blue white, exactly, Viridian. There's a Flooded Strand. If I top deck a land here, I try Chandra. Shoot, it's another Karn. Alright, we're gonna go for Karn number 2 here. Gotta get that Pithing Needle. Force again. We're falling further and further behind against Renin 6. Blood Moon punishes these decks somewhat. A lot of them are running enough basics that they can go fetch 2 basics and then you give them red and they're kind of okay with that. They go fetch a blue source and a green source typically, and then they use Euro and Growth Spirals to go from there. And you have to remember that if we were playing Blood Moon, they wouldn't be playing probably Renin 6 anymore. 5 mana. Let's put a Sacred Foundry tapped. Let's go ahead and try a Chandra here, but I think we're falling too far behind. Counter draw. Pass turn. I think if they counter about 1 to 2 more spells, we'll move on to match 5 for the sake of time. Because I am now over when I said I would get off. Oh, Mystic Sanctuary here with a Cryptic Lock here. Yeah. We're done. We're done. Move on. My opponent does the counter bounce thing. That's what they do. We've got one more match to do here. Give me 1 second. We are 2-2. Let's play our final match here. What's up, Maven? What's up? Or Marin? What am I supposed to call you? I'm so confused. You know, it took me like a good month to find you again because I didn't realize you had changed your name. Why'd you change the name? 5th and final match here. Let's go. Let's blow some lands up. We've had some really nice games. Naming Zirda. We'll keep this. This looks like a fun hand. It's your persona name. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, Arid Mesa into play. Let's see what our opponent's up to. Temple of Deceit. Ah. Alright. Ad nauseum, perhaps? Cleansing Wildfire might be nasty to them. They have a few basics, but it could be pretty nasty to them. Alright, make more red here. I'm going to go ahead and cleansing them. Because I don't know, I think they do play like at least an Island Swamp and a Plains. But we need a cantrip here. Bolt, huh? Bolt, huh? Alright, pass the turn. Karn's pretty good in this matchup if it is what we think it is. Dark Slick Shores, Plains. Pentad Prism. We need another land here. Too many Chandras in the house. Ooh, it's a good land too. Go ahead and boom. Get rid of the Dark Slick Shores here. Boom, boom. I need one more land here for the Karn. We have a good shot at it. We've used 4 lands of our 25, so we have 21 hits out of 49. A little under 50%. Temple of Deceit here. Scries. Puts the card on top of the library. By the way, there's nothing suspended at the moment. Nice. Play Karn here. Karn will shut down Pentad Prism. They do not typically play Mana Tithe. Karn is GG. Karn might be GG. We'll go down with Karn here to go get Liquid Metal Coating. But there you go. Concession number 1. Let's see if we can get this win. Ad Nas, huh? I don't really have anything. I don't like the ousts. We don't need those. Maybe I just play a Johnny, Elspeth, and like a Helix. It's not very good. Don't need the Wrath of God. Bring in the other Lightning Bolt. Well, let's try this. Very combo oriented. We're basically just got to play our main game plan here. Blow up lands, stop them, play Karn perhaps. Lock in the W. We're 2-2. Let's see if we can do this. Relic instead of a bolt so I can cycle it. I think a bolt's not the worst. In case we start trying to beat our opponent. I don't like the idea of... I don't know. I'm going to go with I think it's okay to do what we're doing. With the bolts. Dang, a bunch of flagstones. Alright. Sunbaked Canyon here so I can play Cleansing Wildfire on turn 2. Leaving ourselves up with a Mana Tithe. I'm hoping that they play a Pentad Prism here and I can Mana Tithe it. City of Brass, Seachrome Croast. Triggers. Go ahead and Mana Tithe over here. Looks pretty good to us. Am I just cleansing ourselves here to ramp? They have a City of Brass. I could mess their mana up a little bit. Maybe I'm supposed to. Now, my opponent could have a Simian Spirit Guide. This is something they can have. I think I want to ramp myself. Trying to find some answers. Let's do it. Let's do it so we can get Elspeth down next turn anyway, if we go totally miss here. They don't currently have black, so we got that going for us. Oh, we top decked a Karn. We top decked a Karn. Are we about to finish this person off? Could be. This could be the nail in the coffin right here. Oh, that seizes me. Ow. That's okay. We'll play Maze Mind Tome, right? Instead of Elspeth. Try to draw into some more removal. It's got to be a Karn, right? They don't want me to play Karn Liquid Metal and start blowing lands up. I don't think Elspeth is fast enough. Is she? Trying to think if I want to play the Elspeth over the Maze Mine. Maze Mine and get to draw a card seems like a good way to start trying to find more land destruction. Serum Visions for our opponent. If my opponent misses a land drop here, we definitely probably do the Maze Mine. I think land destruction's better. Yeah, Samuel, I agree. They put one card on top, one card on bottom here from their Serum Visions. Or we could just draw that dude. Or we could just draw that dude, which is basically Pact of Negation for our opponent. We're going to see ourselves with an Angel's Grace. Angel's Grace to prevent Pact from killing. Temple of Deceit. Sideways it goes. Well, that's a card. Table flipping everywhere. Anger and Rage. We scribe the card to the top. Panic. Worry. I mean, I guess they have to sort of Pact of Negation there, because if we get the Ajani down, we're going to just keep things tapped down. This is nice. This is nice. Stone Rain first. Then Maze Mine. Go ahead, opponent. You don't seem to have any lands over there. Lotus Bloom suspended. Here we go. Opponent is ready. Scribe one. Oh, put that on top of the library. I'm trying to play Elspeth. I really am. It's just impossible to play. She's just rooting us on. Cheer squad. Some powerful cheering here too. Karn played. Opponent's done. Ad nauseum taken down. We go 3-2 overall with Zirda, Sun, and Moon here in Modern. The list was piloted by Saber de Soldad to a 5-0 victory. And it looks like this. I'm a big proponent for Red-White Lockout. And I'm a big proponent for Red Prison. And this sort of just kind of ticks the boxes of both of them. And I don't know why. It just felt like it was doing a little bit more than the Red-White Lockout list. We lost to Tron because I chose to play for the more aggressive next turn than probably the more passive that turn. And my opponent top decked into the Tron land. If we would have gone with the game plan that the deck is on, we'd probably win that, and we might have gone 4-1 overall. Now, I said I would suggest one or two things that I would think of maybe changing here. And those suggestions are really just one thing here. So you don't have really any creatures or anything to attack with. Zirda requires that your cards have abilities, or let's see, each permanent card in your starting deck has an activated ability. We were very impressed with Magnetic Channeler recently in a Red Prison build and also in a Rakdos build, which is on our YouTube. This has an activated ability. The other thing that's really nice is you have tons of instants and sorceries. Yes, it might open up to some fatal pushes. It might open up to some paths. That's fine. What's really interesting here is that this card could become a 4/4. You're not playing bridges, and it could be a way that you could just get through the game. You might even use it with a Digging Power of Maze Mine Tome plus Magnetic Channeler. I think you could go somewhere with this. What you take out or what you adjust, though, that would be kind of difficult. And I'm not entirely sure where you would go. I think Sweltering Sun could be considered taken out unless your meta is heavy on creatures or wide strategies. So you can maybe go one Sweltering Suns out, maybe one Oust out, perhaps one other card, and maybe play 2 or 3 of them and give it a shot and see how it goes. Sideboard seems to be relatively tuned. The Bolt and the Helix seem a little odd, but we did find times where we wanted to bring those in. For the most part, you leave a lot of the artifacts, it seems, in the yard. We had a Golos game where, shoot, if you're putting Golos down, just keep this in mind. You do have to activate Cascading, and that's 5 mana, you convert it, and then you need another 2 mana. So you have to have Cascading 5 mana plus 2, but you can do Zirda here, and now you just need Cascading plus 5 to activate Golos. And Golos being able to potentially double Stone Rain, which is something we like to do on the channel, was pretty good. That is, though, the Zirda Sun and Moon list here in Modern, and boy was it a joy to play.